Welcome back, Retro Gamers, to video 4 in the short video series, Top 10 Tricks for Destiny of an Emperor. You may recall in video 3 that we pointed out a fork in the trail on your way to Hu Lao Guan Fortress that went north. And we mentioned to you that that was where the Gold Key Cave was, but we didn't go there right away. Instead, we went to Hu Lao Guan Fortress, we defeated Lu Bu, we came back all the way back to Zhuzhou Castle and refreshed ourselves and got kitted up with as many elixirs as we could. Okay, we came back down through the trail, through Fan Shui Guan, and we took that north fork to the Gold Key Cave. And that is quite a difficult journey to get the gold key. On your way back out from the cave, you'll run into a general known as Guan Ping, and he'll join you, and he's a great addition to our team. So you come out of the Gold Key Cave, you refresh yourself again at Fan Shui Guan Fortress, and then you come on down the trail to Luoyang Castle. And you'll defeat several warlords, and then at the castle itself, you'll defeat Lu Bu and Dong Zhuo. But they will both, they'll both retreat, and you get into Luoyang Castle. This is the capital of, this is the Emperor's home base. And you see what Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu have done to it. They've trashed it, burned it down to the ground. But there are still two very important places that you want to go. The first one is that you want to go down to the kind of the southeast corner to this little burned out house here that turns out to be an inn. And you can refresh yourself for only 1 gold coin per general. So that's a really good deal. You'll take that one. So you are back up at full strength. And now you're going to go to the far northwest corner of the castle. And remember, we talked about, we ran into a guy in one of the fortresses called Wang Gai. And he told you if you go to his house, you'll find the Gemsword. And this is his house. Nothing tells you that it's his house, but if you wander around long enough, you'll find it, or if you use my tips and tricks, you'll find it, and you'll come in and you'll see that there is this little off-color square in the corner of his house, and you'll step over that square and you will use the gold key that you got in the Gold Key Cave, and you get the Gemsword. Okay, now, you want to make sure, however you're kitted out, that one of your fighting generals has the Gemsword. And right here we've got it, Guan Ping has it. I'm going to give it to Lu Feng. Now, you can do this any way you want, and there's a little bit of data that says that the stronger the general that has the Gemsword, the quicker you will convert Lu Bu. But I'm not sure that that's the case. In any case, here we are. Now we have the Gemsword. So rather than wandering back and forth until you finally got yourself together, you obtain the gold key, now you've obtained the Gemsword, and now you are ready to fight Lu Bu again. And you'll do that at Yangzhou Castle. And it's just up the trail from Luoyang. You might have to fight some folks along the way. Let's take a look at this guy, 220 intelligence. So you don't want to use any of your tactics on this guy because, number one, he's smarter than anyone you've got, even smarter than Guan Yu. So you're just going to have to use your weaponry against him and beat him down and hope that he doesn't cause you too much damage with his attack strategies. He just used a defensive strategy, so we're going to have to overcome that. That just takes a little bit more weaponry. And another defensive tactic, he's building up his defenses, and looks like it might have helped him out just a little bit, not a whole lot. Now, it would be a great help to us if we could recruit Jiaju, since he's got that high intelligence, and we could really use him as a tactician. But right now we're concerned with just defeating him. And it looks like we did that without a whole lot of damage. He didn't use any tactics against us except those defensive tactics, so that's a good deal. 98 gold coins, and he's not going to offer to join us, so we're going to head on down the trail. And now we've got Huazhong to deal with. You may remember that we first defeated Huazhong at Fan Shui Guan Fortress. And now he's back out on the trail, giving us a run for our money. Again, you don't want to use tactics against him. You want to save those in the battle against Lu Bu coming up at Yangzhou Castle. Now, Huazhong isn't all that strong, you may recall, but he's got a whole lot of soldiers. So, just to point this out, let's do a quick report on Huazhong if you've forgotten. Only 162 strength, but he starts out with 439 soldiers. So he could be a pretty good asset to us at this point in the game if we could recruit him. Remember, we're always on the lookout for stronger generals or generals who have a lot of men in his army, or a general who's very, very intelligent. Okay, what should we do with Huazhong? Let's see if we can convert him. We can buy him out for 648 gold coins, and we'll take that deal. Now, do we have room to put Huazhong in our army? Yes, we do. So we can take the pirate Yang Jin and make him a trailer, and we'll just give Huazhong all of Yang Jin's weaponry. And 400 soldiers will come in very handy, even though he's not, well, he's still stronger than Yang Jin, so that was a double win for us. We're going to equip Huazhong, of course, with all his weaponry. And we're going to take Yang Jin's elixirs just in case we need them. And we'll pass them to the now weakest general, who, oddly enough, is going to be Lu Feng. And we'll just let Huazhong keep the others, and we'll put him at the front of the formation because he's got more soldiers than anybody else. And we'll make Yang Jin our trailer. Okay, so back down the trail. Guan Ping needs an elixir, and our other generals are in really good shape at this point. So let's go ahead and use an elixir. for Guan Ping. And then I forgot to pass off these other 2 elixirs. We'll give those to Wan Zhang. And here we come to Yangzhou Castle. And sure enough, there's Lu Bu, and he's got a couple of other warlords with him, plus a couple of rebel forces. Now, we already know how strong Lu Bu is, and we're going to use all of our might either to defeat Lu Bu or recruit him over to our side. And you may recall some of the other characters told us that if we offer Lu Bu the Gemsword, he might join our side. So by trial and error, I've realized that even though he might join your side, he might not, or it might take a couple of rounds of battle. So I'm going to use some of my weaponry against Lu Bu, but when I get to Lu Feng, who has the Gemsword, we're going to just use the Gemsword as an item to offer it to Lu Bu. And that's the way you do it. You go to item, you select the Gemsword, and you point it at Lu Bu. That doesn't swing the Gemsword at Lu Bu, it offers it to him, just in case you're wondering. And we're going to keep going in this fight, and you'll find out if you use the report tactic that Kai Young is their strategist. And so we're going to use our tactics against Hu Zhen, who's the weakest link in those 3 warlords. All right, so here's how the battle goes. Lu Bu is still as strong as he ever was. We soften Lu Bu up a little bit, and then we offer him the Gemsword. And fortunately this time, he recognizes the Gemsword, and he says he'll give a lot for the Gemsword, so we say yes. And all of a sudden, he joins our side. If we let him, of course we're going to let him. It's a lot better to have him on your side than to fight him. So yes, and so he joins us. You see that he goes to 0 on the enemy side, but he's not going to be fighting with us. Number 1, because we've already got 7 generals in our battle group, and number 2, because that's just not the way the game works. So Lu Bu has the Gemsword. He's joined our side, but that just means that he deserts the enemy side and comes over to us. And that's when he tells you about his horse Chi-Tu Ma. And you may remember from the second video that, or was it the third, that 8 yards west and 1 yard south, we can find his horse. But again, he doesn't tell you where you start from. So fortunately, we've already got Chi-Tu Ma with us. And we now have Lu Bu's permission to use Chi-Tu Ma. And we've also listened to the story of Chi-Tu Ma back there in one of the fortresses. So not only have we got Lu Bu on our side by using that tactic that I've explained to you to offer him the Gemsword, but we've also got his horse. But that doesn't mean we're out of the woods, because we need to defeat this current enemy. And without having to fight Lu Bu, we can focus all our weaponry on Kai Young, and we can focus our tactics against Hu Zhen, and this will make pretty short work of the rest of these enemies. We can get into the castle, refresh ourselves, buy some more elixirs, and head on out to Chang'an Castle, which is where we'll have the final battle with Dong Zhuo. So, that's it for video 4. We don't need to go through the rest of it, but just review if this was kind of drinking from the fire hose. But I've showed you how to get the gold key and how to get Lu Bu using the Gemsword, and that'll be it for video 4. I'll look forward to your comments, questions, insights, rumors, innuendos, complaints, whatever you have, and I'll try to respond to those in some of the follow-up videos. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, do whatever you like, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.